Tim, so how much of your father is in you in the ring?
I love the classic style of wrestling because I try to blend it. I respect that wrestling is a sport and it's a competition between two athletes. And you have a crowd that you don't want to insult their intelligence, especially nowadays because a lot of people have tried to smarten people up. So you got to go out there and work. And so I try to bring that classic sense because if I'm going to carry the name Zbyszko, some fans are going to want to see me wrestle, you know, and they're going to want to see some of the moves. And I've adopted some of my dad's moves. He did this spin kick, the little double toe tap to the eyeballs. People have told me that we move the same, and I've seen videos of him and myself where we do. Like sometimes I get rocked by a punch or something, and I've watched my head shake, and then I watch my dad get the same situation, and he moves the same way. So there's definitely something in the genetics that are there. And I guess in an evolutionary sort of sense, how, you know, my dad was kind of like, you know, kind of brought the 80s into a new generation because he came from the old school, but he evolved, you know, going into the 80s because the whole business changed with presentation. So with myself, I've tried to evolve saying, okay, yeah, I'm going to be a wrestler, a mat wrestler, a technical wrestler. I'm going to know the rules, how to use the ref. But at the same time, I have to understand that it's a different business today, and I have to be able to incorporate enziguris and hurricane ranas and, you know, you name it, you know, Canadian destroyers and rolling German suplexes and all those kind of things. And so, yeah, I see him in me. And then I see it in some of our facial animations. I've watched my dad very closely, more than he knows. And he would do this thing where he could, like, while he's in the middle of a match, he could look at somebody in the crowd and give them like a face, and then that person would get so hot. And so I stole that, you know, kind of thing. And, you know, but then again, like I said, evolving it to keep up with the times, because my dad always told me being topical, staying with current events and staying with the flow is extremely important in professional wrestling if you want to stick around. So yeah, for sure. There's a huge imprint, and then there's an evolution. If I have a son one day that wrestles, I'm assuming he'll be another step in it.
Yeah. And Larry, so can we get your opinion on that? When you watched him in the match, I know you called the ladder match. Do you see him in you, vice versa?
I do. I mean, he's basically got, a natural ability to do it. He's very good. And then it's weird because, I mean, it's kind of like a lot of things. You know, some people, you either have it or you don't have it. And Tim's he's got it. And he's got a good feel for, like he said, what the crowd wants. Mm-hmm. I mean, when you go out to the ring, I mean, you know, we had separate dressing rooms. You never saw your opponent. And when you get in the ring, you'd feel the crowd. And like Tim mentioned, it was very smart. You know, some towns are different. Some areas are different. To get that emotional involvement and have the crowd get into it, especially nowadays, because with the social media and the way everybody talks,
right?
People aren't stupid, but they want to believe. They want to have fun. They want to pretend this, you know, you're the toughest bastard, or So you got to know, you know, still the secret of psychology to get them. Because they're too smart nowadays. If it's too stupid, they won't care.
Yeah.
They'll go, oh, God, this was stupid. Woo! Message Daddy. Boogie Woogie Man feel good. I tell my people, my brothers and sisters, don't you dare miss online. Rewind, recap, relive. Oh, yeah.